Darlacansell, real estate agent with Real Broker, servicing all of Louisiana. But if you're a buyer, most specifically South Louisiana, Acadiana area. Y'all, the weather in South Louisiana right now is absolutely perfect. So that means it's a great time to be a buyer, because when the weather changes and the weather's nice, normally that equates to sellers enjoying the weather, having time to spend time to get their homes ready, which means an increase in inventory. If you're thinking about buying, here are some of my top tips. Number one, align yourself with a real estate agent who you know knows the area very well where you want to buy, and who closes lots and lots of transactions. All right, all real estate agents are self-contracted. We're all differently, we all work differently, we all have different people that we like to work with. Some prefer buyers, some prefer sellers. I really don't have a preference. If you're motivated and you want to buy a home, then I will work with you, all right? And what I will tell you is that the number one paramount, most important thing that you can do before you ever physically start house hunting is know what you feel comfortable paying per month. Knowing that the monthly note that you pay is going to include your house note, your taxes, your homeowner's insurance, and if it's in an area in Louisiana that requires flood insurance, it will also include flood insurance. Okay? So listen, probably, I would say about 50 to 60% of Acadiana is in a zone that requires flood insurance. So know if you're willing to pay that amount, know if you're willing to be in an area that requires flood insurance, and just know those things and make sure you tell your real estate agent if you're open to areas that are flood zones. And I'll tell you, there are areas that are requiring flood insurance. There may be a home in a neighborhood that has never taken in water. There may be a home in an area that is not even in a flood zone that requires flood insurance, and it may have flooded 3 times, okay? So don't make any assumptions, all right? As a buyer, know what your monthly maximum amount that you feel comfortable paying per month, and do not let anyone pre-approve you for more than you're willing to spend per month. So whoever you planning on buying the house with, if you're buying it by yourself, know what your monthly budget is, what your max amount that you're willing to spend per month on a house is. If you're engaged, if you're married, whoever you're going to buy the house with, have a good conversation and y'all decide what is your monthly budget, and do not get pre-approved for more than that. The worst thing would be for you to be house poor. You do not want to be in a situation where you're paying so much a month on a house and on the insurance and on the taxes that you can't do anything else in your life for fun, okay? So do not get yourself in a situation where you're house poor. Once you decide on the monthly amount that you are willing to pay per month, then get your real estate agent to recommend to you their top 3 lenders, their top 3 mortgage brokers in the area, right? Listen, that might be a bank, but 9 times out of 10, it's probably not a bank. It's probably a mortgage broker or a lender who specializes in home loans. And your real estate agent should be able to recommend to you their top 3 people. If they cannot recommend to you 3 people that they recommend that close lots and lots and lots of deals for them and have the best rates and the best terms and all the things, get yourself another real estate agent, all right? Because every real estate agent knows lots and lots and lots of good lenders, and they can also tell you which ones to stay away from, all right? So once you are pre-approved and you know your loan type and you know what areas that you want to start house hunting in, then what I always say to my clients is, look, go online, go to realtor.com, go to Zillow, go to Trulia, and within your budget, let's say you're pre-approved for $200,000, you can look at houses that are somewhat over $200,000, right? Align yourself with a real estate agent who loves to negotiate and who is good at closing deals. And make sure when you're talking to real estate agents, you say, are you great at negotiating for me, the buyer, to get a great deal on a home? And look, a great deal for you might be a different kind of deal for someone else. You may want to pay the lowest possible price possible, or you may need 100% of your closing costs paid by the seller. Or look, you might need both. That is up to you to tell your real estate agent what you need and trust that they can negotiate for whatever you need in your budget. So let's just say your budget is $200,000. You should be able to look at things, especially if they have been on the market for a while, over $200,000, because you should have faith in the fact that your real estate agent can negotiate for you a lower price if that's what you need. Right? So you might be looking at, if your budget is $200,000, you might be looking as high as $225,000, $230,000, depending on how long the home has been on the market, right? Now, if it's just hit the market at $225,000, the likelihood of you getting it for $200,000, it's probably not very likely, all right? So just a lot of good common sense goes into it. So if you're thinking about buying, get yourself aligned with a real estate agent who can guide you in the right direction and tell you what things you need to do. Do not go out and finance anything else right now. Don't go buy a vehicle. Don't go buy a boat. Don't go buy anything where they're going to ask you for your social security number. Don't go buy furniture. Don't take on any new debt at all. If you are thinking about buying a home right now, your paramount most important goal right now is to buy a house. You're saving money, you're paying down debt. If you have late bills, you're paying those things. You are laser focused on finding a home in your budget so that you can get the lowest possible interest rate and the best terms, right? That's your goal. So number one, set yourself up with a real estate agent who you know, like, and trust, who you know closes lots and lots and lots of deals in your area, who knows the area that you want to buy a house in, and can recommend a handful of top mortgage brokers in your area who can then get you pre-approved within the budget that you have decided you want to pay per month. Remember, that's your note, that's your taxes, and that's your insurance, all right? And then once you've done that, your real estate agent should then schedule any house that you want to go see in your budget. And remember, any real estate agent can show any house that's listed in Louisiana, because if you're a licensed real estate agent in the state of Louisiana, you can show any home that is listed by any other realtor. So make sure that you understand how important it is to find yourself one great real estate agent who you know is going to do a great job for you. The worst thing to do is to start looking at houses on Zillow and call a different realtor for this house, a different realtor for this house, a different realtor for this house. That's a waste of time, and that's not what you do, all right? And sadly, that's what most people believe is the correct thing to do. That's the exact opposite. So number one, find yourself a real estate agent who you know, like, and trust, who you know closes lots and lots and lots of deals. Ask them, do you love working with buyers? And are you great at negotiating for me, the buyer, all right? And if they say no to any of those questions, go down the list until you find one that says yes. If you are in anywhere in South Louisiana, the Acadiana area, and you do not know a real estate agent who you know, like, and trust, and who closes lots and lots of deals, give me a call. I work with buyers every day, and I love doing it. Y'all have a fabulous rest of the week, and remember this, if you are thinking about buying or selling, there are no stupid questions in real estate. The only way you're going to learn is if you ask your questions, so be sure to ask questions. All right? Y'all have a great day. Take care.